Hi everyone, my name is Alyssa. I am a second year theology student at the University of Exeter, and this is my story of my experience with mental health and how it's really shaped my time at university. So, at the start of first year, I was diagnosed with severe anxiety and mild depression. And although neither of these particularly came as a surprise to me, they did leave me with a lot of questions about kind of God's relationship to it. So, like, why was He allowing me to go through this? What was the point of it? And all of that. And in first year, I went through this like self-guided therapy thing. And yeah, although myself, as a result of it, I was feeling a lot better. According to the NHS, on paper, I was getting worse. So I was referred for this more intensive stuff to begin in second year. And particularly at the end of first year, I found myself getting really frustrated with God. I heard all of these stories and saw all of these examples of all of my friends stepping out for Jesus and, doing all these incredible things and being so bold. And I just couldn't, like, I physically couldn't bring myself to do it because I was just so anxious and I was so terrified. And I really struggled to see God's purpose within my anxiety. And yeah, things got quite painful for me actually, anxiety wise, at the end of first year and the beginning of second. And in those places, I just really struggled to see God's purpose, like I said. So I had this more intensive therapy beginning second year, and I was honestly dreading it. I just couldn't bear the thought of it. So I was like, great, it's going to be me going along for an hour a week to talk about my feelings and just not getting anywhere, because that's what happened in first year. And yeah, like I said, I was just dreading it. And so I went along, and what happened in the first session is my therapist got me to say out loud everything that goes on in my head when I'm feeling anxious. So all of this stuff like people don't like me, people don't care, I'm an idiot, all these things. And as I was saying them all out loud, I just really felt God tell me that that wasn't what He said about me, that wasn't what He spoke over me. And every week for therapy, they give you this homework where you go away and you put yourself in a situation that purposely makes you a little bit anxious. So you apply what you've learned in the therapy sessions. And I remember going back every week and my therapist sitting down with me being like, wow, Alyssa, you've taken this on so well. Like, you've worked so hard. Well done. I remember sitting there thinking to myself, like, I haven't done anything. Like, this hasn't been me. It was really God at work, I believe. I believe that so strongly. Yeah, like I was just in the back seat and God firmly had the steering wheel. Um, and yeah, I was discharged from therapy actually early because of the progress I'd made. And they give you these like anxiety test scale measures to see how anxious you are, like at the beginning and the end. And my score had halved significantly and quite quickly as well over the time, to the point where, yeah, I was ready to be discharged early. And I still have anxiety, like it's still a very real thing for me. But I'm so much more at peace at it now. I really know God's presence with me through it. And yeah, I really want my experience of it to echo Paul's, where he's saying that he will boast in his weaknesses so that Christ may be glorified. And that's what I want to do. And it's just such a comfort knowing that when I'm weak because of my mental health, God is so much stronger. He always will, it has been and always will be. And that's such a comfort to me. And I really hope that it will be for you too. Thanks. Bye.